Okay, greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible the Non-Existent Let's Play project. I'm your host, Invisible the Non-Existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your hearts. And this shall be quite the unique part for this project. Let's play LSD for the PlayStation 1. Previous part, we focused on trying to trigger more and more and more events. This time, I'm just going to change the pace a little bit by reading the game's manual and the diary that the game is based on. So yeah, this time there's lots of reading to understand what's going on. I'll be using my own mobile phone to translate whatever cannot be translated through the PDF files. And basically, we will not be playing anything at the moment. I'd like just to read. With that being said, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of the Other Empire, and everyone from the Discord server, free to friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, Be It Zone9 Gaming, Longslows, Marcus, Pentacrest31, Mark ICYY, Rogue Agent Carodan, Cryfield, ZPDD123, Matthew 1121, Sagara Code 85, President Alpharan, Musclepan Gaming, Public Express YT, Sparfan28, Sound Skurwi, and Torsko. With that being said, let's read. I'm not even joking. Let's read. I change here. I'll be able to check often this time because I will be using the translator on my phone. Greetings, Georgia Telegraph Scotta. Another one, intense F1 crash. Simulation verse. I have some trouble with reading these words. It's okay. It happened 6 hours ago. Intense fire shots were heard in the south side. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say right now. Since, as per usual, censorship can't ever let you speak freely at all. Anyway, today, right now, we will be reading this. I'm going to be reading for you LSD manual scans, booklet scans, and Lovely Sweet Dreams journal. Basically, this time there will not be any gameplay, but rather we will try to understand what's going on, what inspired this game, and how to play it. I'm not even joking. If you were seeking some gameplay, not really. I'm trying to just seek out what's going on with this game. So most of the time I will be just reading from the translator if the need arrives. Let's see. This is the first page, the LSD manual on the PlayStation 1. This is the second page, prologue. Let's see. Prologue says, thank you for purchasing ePSXe Entertainment PlayStation 1 CD-ROM LSD. Please read this instruction manual carefully before using the product and use it in the correct way. In addition, we take all possible precautions in planning the production of our products, but in the unlikely event that a malfunction occurs, please contact us at the address below. Please note that we cannot answer inquiries regarding content, strategy, etc. So this is just your typical, basically, warning before you even start playing the game. Let's continue on with the ePSXe. ePSXe, here it says, ePSXe Entertainment Co. Ltd. Limited Software Sales Group 5245 Hong Bunkyo Tokyo 113 8405 telephone 0338178055. Reception hours Monday to Friday 10 to 1700. I am reading all of this for you through my mobile app for translation. Let's see a controller. Okay, R2, L2 is for move left, L1 is for move turn around, the direction pad is for, again, advance, back off, look right, look left. Start is for pause, and the other ones here are most likely, R2 is for move right, R1 is for turn your back, and we have here a square, circle is for nothing, supposedly. X is for dash. Turn up, turn down are triangle and square, nothing new. We already discovered this by ourselves. It's a select button is not used. Okay, if you select the press select button and move 10 at the same time, during the pause, a software reset will be applied and you will return to the menu screen. Note the day and the graph data will be reset at the same time. So if you press select and start at the same time, you will reset the game completely. This is scary. For Japan only, obviously. Let's see here. Page 3, nothing. Page 4, main menu. I'm not even joking. Let's see here. After the opening movie ends, the menu screen appears. Select each mode on this menu screen. Select the item with the up and down direction keys. Okay, and the controller, this thing is, keeps translating and then stop translating. Okay, and confirm the circle button. O button if there is no controller input for a certain period of time while the menu screen is displayed. The opening movie will play again. Okay, let's see here. Start the game. Flashback. Reproduce the impression since you have seen so far. This item is not displayed until certain conditions are met. Save. Record the current state of saved card. You can give the file name .con. To move, press the L1 button to move the cursor. Press to the character. Yes, this is how you save the game file with its name. You know, press L1 to move up, press L2 to move down. Characters, small, capital, and whatnot. Load. Okay, load the data recorded on the memory card. If the data is loaded, the file name will be displayed on the main menu. Please note that loading data will overwrite the play record up to this point. This is normal. Let's see here. Caution, in LSD data, if you start a new game or save after performing a software reset, the data will be saved as a new file. You cannot overwrite existing saved data in other blocks, so please check the free space in your memory card before starting the game. Also, if you save while the data is loaded, it will be overridden. Caution. During save and loading, insert memory card, press the reset button or turn off the power while that will import basically if you restart the console it will lose the data, obviously. Shake. Select to turn on, I think, the analog stick. Graph displays a graph showing your current state of mind. Okay. Next. LSD. Day and the graph. Let's read here. Time passes in LSD after a certain amount of time. You wake up from your dream and the day one play ends. flow of time varies depending on the field. For example, when you are in a place with calm atmosphere, such as natural world, it is slow. It flows faster in scary places like Violence Town. In other words, if you are in a place with relaxed atmosphere, the time for one play will be longer. And if you are in a place with violent atmosphere, one time play will be completed in a shorter time. At the end of the day, you will see a graph showing your mood for the day. The points on the graph change depending on where you have walked and what you have seen. This point is also closely related to where the next day dreams begin. Think about how they are related to. Okay? Flashback. And the grey man here. As you wander through the various fields and look at many things, the item flashback will appear on the menu screen. By selecting this item, you can recall the impression since you have seen so far and watch them again. However, if you meet a mysterious gentleman who occasionally appears in the field, your memory will be erased, so be careful. LSD, with its weird looking mascot. Okay, character. We haven't seen many of them. LSD. Okay. When walking in the world of LSD, you may encounter various people, animals, or mysterious things. A man with a large face that fills the room. However, they do not always live in the same place. They too are wandering in the dream world. So these things here, all of them, are just wanderers just like you. Weird? Very weird. Looks like even this thing here made by the... It's nothing, just a blank. Okay, let's see here. Field! Okay. The world of LSD consists of fields with various atmospheres, such as ruined cities, vast fields, and old townscapes. These fields have structures in which Megid, Suits, Kyoto, and Happy Town are scattered in the natural world. They may be new discoveries as you explore the fields. Let's start from right to left, and then from right to left. First one here is Kyoto, an old townscape with old houses lined up in a grid. You can see the shrines, temples, and the three-storied pagoda. Next one is temple. Be careful if you have impressive motif of a large face. Watch out for the large hole in the center. The last one to the left is Mig-Soso, the very first starting point in this tomorrow, an apartment with a strange residence. Now from right to left here. Streets of Violence, a corner full of dark spirits. It looks like something bad is about to happen. Next one is Happy Town. Traces of tin are marching among many objects. The central city is the focal point. And finally, the last one here is the natural world. Stepping... Let's see here, hold it. My hands are a little bit... If you step outside the vast natural world, that changes the friendship with the grassland, Venus, and deserts. So the game has 6 worlds, is that it? If that's the idea, we have already visited all of them, as is. Right? Okay, page number 11 is just a blank. Link. No, this is not Zelda. This existed before Zelda. Let's see here. In addition to walking, there is another means of transportation between each field. When it hits obstacles such as Link, walls, trees, and fences, it moves to another field. I think it is you. If you bump into an object... Sorry, my mosquitoes are flying around me. Okay, as if you were jumping into it. You can fly to another space. There are fields that cannot be moved unless it is linked. Feel free to link and enjoy the changing scenery. So if you link from this area here, you go to this flash and you return here somehow. Scenery. Scenery. As you move through the fields, you may notice certain changes. At one point, the entire wall is covered with eyeballs, and the other times there are lines of sentences. The world of LSD is consistently changing. Even in the same place, the impression will be completely different. I'm not reading the here again, by the way. I am holding my phone up to my face and reading the translation that is coming out. LSD, blank again. Produced by Osamu Sato. Concept planning, additional CG design. Yoshinori Maeda, developer, director, main program. Satoshi Ashibi, concept planning, map design. Kazuhiro Goshima, main CG and movie design. Hiroko Nishikawa, original Dream Diary, map designer. I think this is the person who wrote this diary. Noboru Izuka, additional CG design. Shintaro Minami, additional CG design and package design. George Shaum, additional CG design. Tako Kuga, additional programming. Hiroshi Mizude, sound effects. Remixing graph design. We have Sheen Booth, Matt Roach, Andrew Sutton, Drew Vision, Hex, and Strict Key. Seafood. Opening original music and background music. We have remix opening music. Long Tall Eyelash remixed by Ken Ishii. Funky Resolution remixed by Jimmy Tenor. Long Tall Eyelashes remixed by, I don't know what this is. TV River remixed by Morgan Geist. Professional Problem remixed by Pintune Music. Oriental Grill remixed by MPD, and Come On and remixed by Out Asmao. Special thanks goes to Kazushi Ida, Shinsukaro, Hiroshi Ito, Shintaro Takahashi, Shu Izuka, Yomi Goshima, Mori and Mochi, Tomoki Murata, Toshinori Moshizuki, Motaro Nakamura, Masamichi Yurihara, Asuka Dental Clinic, Beams, Kiss, Val, and Conscious Streams. Okay, we have here some original records. The information about the music, I think. Sweet LSD and remixes. The release is as 2-disc set containing the complete remix used in appearing movies of LSD, and original version of the original version includes 3 unreleased bonus tracks. Okay, for lovely sweet dreams. See here. Okay. Illustrator, designers, photographers, and other artists active in various genres created work based on the Dream Diary that became the basis of LSD, a collection of eccentric dream diaries. So all these are the artists that worked on it. I think these are some just finishing words. Lucy in the Sky with Dynamites. Computer programming. It's just more bonus series. Okay, what is this? We have here Dream Game is a dream emulator with a dream motif, wander around the fields and meet various characters, and its game is to feel various things as such, feel good or bad. Strange Game is LSD is a game that doesn't look like a game. If you want to seduce beautiful girls, defeat the evil demon, or ride a robot NC, you shouldn't buy this. Background music, just amaze. Jacket has 7 types of jackets. If you would like to see the jackets designed by Groove Vision, okay, here, please purchase them for caution. Okay, be careful to read the instruction manual and instruction manual for the safety and position one. Obviously, nightmare. Playing LSD for long periods of time can make you feel weird. For your health, we recommend limiting yourself to 30 minutes before bed, but it can be a nightmare. By the way, they're not joking at all. Why do I say that? Because last night, believe it or don't, I actually had very strange nightmares that looked like LSD graphs. I'm not even joking. I wish I was joking. Let's go to now to Lovely Sweet Dream Diary. For this one, I thought I'll need to use the phone because, if I'm not mistaken, I found the translated version for it. I'm trying to just keep my sanity by reading some information for you about the game. That's it. It happened 6 hours ago. Nothing new, basically. Okay, let's read this thing. If you think that 1 hour and 196 pages is too much, basically, by the way, it's very short since most of it is just illustrations. We have just spent 21 minutes reading the game manual. Let's check out ahead now Lovely Sweet Dreams Journal. So basically, LSD stands for Lovely Sweet Dreams. I'm not really sure. Dream Emulator. That was the first page cover. LSD, Lovely Sweet Dreams. Let's see if I can make this into one page. Good. Lovely Sweet Dreams, LSD. Okay. In laughter, the spiritual dream. In lunacy, the savage dream. In leisure, the sonorous dream. Not really sure what all of this is about. In life, the sensual dream. In logic, the symbolic dream. In linking, the sapient dream. LSD. In limbo, silent dream. This is the mascot for the game, I think. Okay, so this is a diary of 10 years worth of dreams. From this dream diary, the game LSD was born. Now, following its birth from these dream fragments and the collaboration of 80 artist units, this book was born. A dream world apart from the game LSD. This is Lovely Sweet Dream. Again with the mascot. Okay, let's see here. I now want a wallpaper of this game poster. Sorry. As you wish, seek it, I think. Dream Diary by Hiroko Nishikawa. Artwork. I'm not reading all of this. These are just names. Artwork by these people here and this here also. And also this here, the TGB designer. This, okay. Some sea creatures with a strange baby here for some reason. Okay, Saturday, April 21st, 1987. The depths of the earth. Let's see here. I'm dreaming in a headache. Gigantic fish and manta rays are swimming at the bottom of the stagnant river. It feels as if I am looking down at the bottom of the earth from high up above. No one else around can see these things jostling against each other, and thousands of huge fishes are swimming gracefully. It's a scary yet somehow familiar scene. So this person is the one that wrote this diary. I have no idea how to describe this. Moon, people drinking, someone eating sausages. That's it. Okay, let's see here. Friday, January 1st, 1988. Biggest so apartment became a big reinforced concrete building, and I'm stealing some wine. The elevator has an old-fashioned door made of iron gate. I get off on the third floor. The entrance hall is an old country-style cafe. There is a boy drinking some wine and eating sausages. I asked him for a glass of wine, and he gave it to me for free. The rule in this place is to deceive the head chef and cheat on wine. I'm back in the elevator going up. I'm inside the biggest apartments, the Mikitsu apartment. Yet I'm enjoying a nice view of my own room in the Mikitsu apartment. I can see my checkered floor through the open window of the room. I can also see the person picking up the phone, who I'm assuming it's myself. Are these favorite dreams? Fever dreams? Next. A guy with 1200 clock on his forehead. With lots of clocks. Let's see this one. Okay, Wednesday, January 6th, 1988, the alarm clock keeps ringing. My alarm clock keeps ringing even after I stopped it. I can't get rid of the nasty noise, no matter where I put it, underneath the futon, in the closet, in the kotatsu, or underneath the cushion. I take it to the house next to mine, but it's still in my house again. I open up the cover of the clock and yank out its batteries, but it still won't stop ringing. It keeps ringing even after being all taken to pieces. I think about smashing it against the floor, and my mom's face suddenly pops up in my mind. Holding the ringing clock in my hand, I'm feeling lost without knowing what to do. This is weird. Okay. So a huge tower with a mouth and 2, 4, 6, 8 eyes is holding a kid on its hand. And no comment. Let's see. Tuesday, January 12th, 1988. A world I know. Where is this? It looks like the ground of the shrine, like a deep, dark forest. I'm wandering around and can't get over the feeling that I've been to this place before. The temple and the tower look much bigger than usual, and I feel as if I were lost in a world of immensity. It's very dark with no sky up above. I like being in the depths of the earth. Anyway, it's a world I know. Next page. A box of something and lots of eels. Way too many eels. And this eel has a very big human ear. I don't know what to say about this. Just keep reading. Saturday, January 23rd, 1988. An eel restaurant. Now this makes sense, kind of. I'm looking for a nice eel restaurant, as my friend promised to treat me to an eel fish. Good restaurants are very far from the station, so we decided to try the one right in the front of the station. I'm thinking it wasn't such a good idea, because it's just an eel stand. Better than nothing. Yeah, next. A woman giving a milk bottle to a baby with an adult man's head. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Sunday, February 7th, 1988. Just a baby, but his face is a grown up. It's been a while since I last saw the Kuroshima's baby. I'm looking into his face and it's all a grown up, but the rest of him is still a baby. All I can say is, how much you've grown. My god! So, what is this next page? Um, a guy looking up, and there's a mask or something looking down at him. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Let's see. I can see it. Thursday, February 11th, 1988. An upside down woman. Oh, an angry sea on a big tree by the sea. A giant woman is tied upside down to a tree, maybe as a warning to contain some power she may have. The woman gazes at the far end of the sea, waiting for help to come. I don't understand at all what's going on here. Let's get just moving. Under winter sky, there comes a man with a spear in his hand, a whale catcher. He throws the big spear into the frozen sea. I have no idea what all of this means. So, Thursday, February 11th, 1988, a whale catcher. Under the winter sky, comes a man with a spear in his hand. A whale catcher, he throws the big spear into the frozen sea. That's it. The next page. By the way, we have reached now page number 28 already. I told you half of this PDF is just illustrations. And now we have jets with UFOs and flyer jets and smiling pilots with sometimes missing tooth. They are firing their rockets, their missiles at the aliens. I don't know what I'm looking at. Let's see here. Monday, February 22nd, 1988, a snowy town. In a snowy town, upon the horizon beyond the streets, a spaceship descends. It's such a beautiful scene. I think we already saw this one in the Valence town. If you read this carefully and remember the game, you can understand the origins of some weird events in it. We have here something, just something, with lions. Is this a lion with boobs? A lion with boobs, with big eyes, and some electrical bug behind him. I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, a lion with boobs. But it's a male, not a lioness. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is LSD, so just anything goes addicted. Sunday, February 28th, 1988. A gas tube eating lion. Huh? In the kitchen of my Make It So apartment, I open the back door and find the remaining of a torn up gas tube. Nearby are three family of lions, lion-like animals. What was this person on to get these weird dreams? Okay, next page is about someone playing some thing. Yeah, very much informative and visible. Very much informative. A kid sitting on a mountain or something else. I don't know. Playing a trumpet, I think, and that's it. I can't explain this image. Let's see here. Monday, April 18th, 1988. He was Hope. A miniature Fujihara, a miniature Fuji has erupted like a sparkling fountain on the mound of Mount Fuji. From that spot, a big red ogre is born. Ogre? The red ogre sits down in the front of an A and UN, the guards of the main gate of the temple, as if he were keeping an eye on them. Between the two guards, a boy named Taro is born. The boy slips past the red ogre and escapes, diving into the vortex of time in the front gate. He is Hope. Huh? So this is the ogre, I take it. This is the red ogre. That's the tap and space thingy. This is Mount Fuji. I don't understand. Let's see here. The next page is all in Japanese. I think there is supposed to be a translated thing to the next. No. 2 pages in Japanese completely. Wait a minute, this is the same exact thing because the date. These are, I think, the original Japanese words that were written, and we just read the translated version of them. Okay, so there's no need for us to translate the entire page because we already read them. Some illustrations, some just images, pages, parking, monthly space available, some uncanny, some understandable illustrations. More. Let's read. Thursday, June 23rd, 1988. NY, New York. I'm renting a room. There is a guy in the room across from me. I decided to go out with him. We go through many rooms. The guy walking in the front of me is speaking. Doesn't ring any bells, honestly, about the game itself. What am I looking at? So, are these arms? Yeah, lots of arms. A lady with black hair who has 3 legs for some reason. So, a naked lady sitting down with 3 legs with the black hair, and she's surrounded with little arms. Whatever. Let's read this one here. Thursday, September 1st, 1988. A woman with 3 arms or legs. A woman who has 3 arms or legs is being hurt by someone. Maybe she is being murdered. It's like watching a news serial. No idea what is happening. So what is this like? As per usual. I better really check this one out. Go back to fill the 1 page and let's keep moving. What is this illustration now? No idea. Many random shapes. Read. Friday, September 2nd, 1988. Chinatown, Kyoto. I am on the streetcar to go have a meal in Chinatown. For some reason, this Chinatown is a shopping area in Kyoto. There is no one around, so it's a nightmare. It's nighttime. Sorry, it's nighttime. There is a barber shop and a candy store. I have no idea which restaurant everyone else decided to go to. I keep looking around into the backs of the small alleys and everywhere, but most of the restaurants are either closed or fully packed. Is this why when we walk in Kyoto, most of the places are either empty or not open. This one here is, I don't know how to describe this. A rug with some kind of a door and things, just things. My sanity has a limit, okay? Sunday, October 2nd, 1988, room with a cage. Huh? There are men with whips in the room upstairs. There's a cage in a tatami room, creating a very deviant atmosphere. We did see some cages in the game, especially the tatami room with the bird cages, but that's it. I didn't remember seeing any men with whips. What is this thing now? Page 44. Told you it will not take us too long to go through this diary. I have no idea what I'm looking at all. Too many circles, some shapes, but that's it. I can't read this. Maybe it's someone who's opening a book and reading. I don't know. Let's go to the next page. Sunday, November 27th, 1988, a restaurant elevator and a gigantic crab. I'm on the elevator with everyone. The elevator is on an 8 tatami mat sized restaurant. There are tables on the buckets overflowing with Italian food all around. We are all allowed to eat as much food as we want there until the elevator gets to the first floor. Suddenly, a gigantic monster crab attacks us from behind. One of the floor pillars. For some reason, the crab has been cooked, and so its body is all red. Anyway, inside the elevator, it's panic. So people are being attacked with an already pre-cooked elevator, pre-cooked crab. Next page is page 46. We see here a sphere that is in blue, green, yellow bubbles. We have beneath it a shape of a fish, a tower, and a building. Next page here. This is very ugly. Blue upon blue. Thursday, December 8th, 1988, a seaside warehouse. I'm walking toward a small cape. There is a warehouse on my right and a craggy place on my left. There, where the waves are breaking, stored in the warehouse are fish taken from the sea, which will be transported to another town, from the sea to the craggy place, and from the craggy place to the warehouse. Patches on the paved road where the water has dried up gives off a fishy smell, passing the warehouse to the head of the cape. There is a short lighthouse where the sea, I think. I see someone collapse in the shadows of the lighthouse. I have no idea what all of this is about. Next page is about pyramids with eyes in them. Not the Illuminati, but rather weird eyes. Weird big eyes. Flying pyramids. Next page is 49 by now. Tuesday, December 27th, 1988, at Trapezoidal Mountain. A trapezoidal mountain can be seen in the distance. I am in the tropic. The sweltering air is moving only slightly. I'm standing on the top of a trapezoid mountain. The top is much narrower than I thought it would be, with rocks sticking out like thin crystals, leaving almost no space for me to secure a foothold. I finally managed to hold onto one of the rocks, but they are all about to fall to pieces. What were you on to write this? Now, again, the Japanese diary, we don't need to read it because we already did it as is. The next page, number 52, shows two men, looks like sailors, and a woman in high heels boots. Graphics by Hiroski and something SD 1998. Okay, next page is Monday, January 2nd, 1989. The chase. Two huge guys who look like Mike Tyson are going into the restaurant, and I'm secretly taking pictures of them. We are on a top secret mission to get photographic evidence. We are running through the streets of New York, which look just like a movie set. We hide the films in our secret place and have a guy we hired through our pursuers of the track to gain some time, but our pursuers are very fast. We run the hired guy over with our car to keep him from talking. The driver and drive toward the highway. We have to contact other members of the radio. What drugs did you take? I spoke too soon. So we have here a person with open mouth, very open mouth, teeth, tongue, kind eyes, and snot, and some abomination from Silent Hill in its mouth. I have no idea how to describe this thing. Wednesday, January 11th, 1989. Oysters with eyes. Raw oysters are on the plate. There are a couple, and both have eyes. They are still alive, and it looks like they are meeting on the plate. After a while, I come back to the plate. The oysters are still there. This time I grabbed them and put them in my mouth, but I cannot swallow them as I feel their eyes are still watching me. With the raw oyster in my mouth, I can't even chew, and I'm feeling sick. I'm a greasy sweat, but I cannot do anything but to just keep standing there. This is just disgusting. Very disgusting. The next page is in black and white. Two people holding something looks like a knife, and the other one has a nose disgusting ring with a chain on it. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Revolution? Let's see here. Thursday, February 2nd, 1989. A revolution. In an airplane hangar, the ceiling is way up above, and the space could hold a small building. I am on the second floor of a gun turret and the center of the hangar, playing catch with some kids downstairs, when suddenly there is a revolution. Soldiers from the Revolutionary Army storm into the hangar and capture all the people one after the other, standing them in a circle in the center. I'm trying to escape from the second floor by a ladder, but I get captured too, and a bag was put around my head. I am the center circle. Hostages are still running around in the resistance. This is a nightmare. Next page is 58. Deal something. I can't read this line, this font. Let's see. Tuesday, February 14th, 1989. Solitude. On the outskirts of town, there is a big arterial road, and all the people I know are gathering there. I came from somewhere far away. I'm pretty exhausted when I finally reach them. Most of them have already left on a big truck to a department store in the suburbs. I was told that this by the people who remained behind. I wonder why no one waited for me. I feel really lonely. Once again, I am all alone. I don't belong with the people who left, nor with those who remained, nor will I belong where I'm headed. Okay? Next page is 60, and in it we have two females with blonde hair, blue eyes, and too many hands for some reason. Also, there is some water and fog. I don't really know what I'm looking at anymore. Let's see. Monday, February 19th, 1989, swimming pool room in Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii. A woman that I don't know and a couple that I do are here with me, taking pity on my coming there alone. They let me stay in their room, but there is only one bed. The three of us sleep together, but I feel uncomfortable. I visit the other woman in her room, and I find it filled with water, like a swimming pool. A button is pushed, the water recedes, and the whole place dries up instantly. Seeing the stunned look on my face, the woman tells me it's only possible in Hawaii because the air is so dry. Oh my god. Next page is 62. We have a bus, a mat, and some kind of insignia, maybe. I'm not trying to know. I'm looking at. Let's see here. Cut the page. Tuesday, March 28th, 1989, and the death of a dog on the bus. I'm on the bus. The dog I saw in Chinese restaurant in Mukojima on Sunday is lying on the seat behind me. After a while, the dog dies. I can't help with it. Next up is I don't know what I'm looking at all. Some purple things, some stickers, green things. I don't know how to describe this anymore. I'm not clickbaiting you to come here and look at the image yourself. I'm genuinely confused how to even describe it. Wednesday, March 29th, 1989, a dog died again today. I'm on the bus. The dog I saw in Chinese restaurant in Mukojima on Sunday is lying on the seat behind me. After a while, the dog dies. Exactly the same situation as yesterday. The same dream. I can't seem to stop thinking about the dog. Because you are a mat lover. Gotta hell. These are the Japanese diary entries, so just ignore them. We already did them. What the actual hell am I looking at? Water, a naked lady, and some books. I don't even know if she's allowed or not because the drawing is very bad. Okay, Saturday, April 1st. Is this a joke? 1989, floating in the sea. I'm floating on my back in the sea. A few books are floating around me in the same way with their covers facing up. Maybe there were some other common objects floating around as well. Frankly enough, since we are playing LSD, everything for me that doesn't make sense anymore. So even illustrations don't make sense. So what do we have here? This is page number 70. So that page was intentionally put as a joke, literally. I don't know what I'm looking at. We're already at page number 71. Next up. Monday, April 3rd, 1989. A wet old man and a peasant standing outside in the cramped area where we dry the laundry, and is a chubby old man. Rain is pouring down. A tall, thin guy next to him is helping him quickly back inside. From the inside the room, I try to help. We sit him on a chair, clean his muddy bare feet, and order a girl to get a basin filled with water. My eyes keep returning to the milky white color of the basin. I have no idea what they're talking about. Okay, we have a soldier here. A soldier whose entire body is a blueprint map. Wait a minute. Hold it. This is not a soldier. This is a map. I used to draw something like this in college. Entrance hall, lobby, WAPS, RD, suite, town, suite, bar, staff room. Yeah, this is a building. A building that is shaped as a soldier. Lounge, restaurant, bar, cafe. This is what I used to do in college as an architect. Weird. Okay, next page is Tuesday, April 4th, 1989, Red Hotel. Of a hotel. Entrance of a hotel. I go inside and the whole place is painted red. Lobby in the front of me. A corridor leading to the gruesome guest room. Not gruesome, guest room. Going off to the left, what looks like a toy ruler is attached to the corner of the corridor ceiling where it joins the lobby. The ruler is also painted red, and the markings running along it carries the children's names assigned to each room. Staring at the ruler, I enter the corridor. I think the ruler here doesn't mean the ruler as a pencil and a ruler, but rather a ruler as a guy of responsibility. What is this? Page number 74. I see a table, maybe two tables on each other, something going down from them, and that's it. Let's see here. Saturday, April 8th, 1989, the Raining Room. A room in Kyoto, there is an old-fashioned TV set with legs. Between the legs of the TV is a square coffee table, and a dark space is opening on the floor there. The floor underneath the kotatsu table in the center of the room is also wide open. It's raining outside the room. The noise of the rain is very loud. I notice it is also raining underneath the TV in the room, and the rainwater is dripping onto the coffee table and down into the floor. I jump up, but there is nothing I can do about it. It looks like there is another dark space on the ceiling as well. Soon I start feeling like the entire room is shrinking. Is this a fever dream? Okay, page number 76. We see people, lots of people, and meadows and greenery. That's it. Entry. Saturday, April 8th, 1989, an odd park where gardeners plant flowers. I wandered through a park in a thin darkness like night. The wide park is bordered by a dense wall of curious flowers. Quite a few gardeners are planting flowers. The soil here is soft. The ground is like fill dirt, but the ground is like filtered, but these gardeners continue to plant flowers in the soft ground. I'm walking on a narrow path lined with ridges of grass. Even the bench on the path is made of these large, curious flowers. Looking at the flower bench, I keep walking and come to a place where a small stream flows into a small pond. I can see gardeners planted flowers on the other side of the pond, too. We hop across the stream on a stepping stones. Someone shouts, "You can see the biggest fountain in the world." Hearing that, I look up at the sky beyond the forest and see the fountain shoot into the night sky as high as bright and bright as fireworks. The water from the fountain reaches us as mist. I have no idea what this stream is. Okay, page 78. We see pants with feet and looks like meat. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is a word I have been saying too many times by now. Let's see here. Wednesday, April 19th, 1989. Just the bottom half of an opera singer. What? A very fat Italian opera singer is singing. His body, with a stout belly like a beer barrel, has been cleanly cut through at the built line. The cut surface looks very even, like that of a ham, and all I can see are the pattern of a pinkish meat. He is therefore only standing there from the waist down. The huge pair of pants he is wearing is immaculate, unbelievable. Considering that the upper half of his body is missing, the creases are even pressed, even from only the waist down. He conveys an extraordinary neatness, and in addition, his singing voice is very beautiful and deeply moving to the listeners. The voice is coming from places where his upper body is supposed to be. I like this opera singer very much. Next, a naked lady with something above her, and I don't know what else to say. Naked lady with a circle and something above her, that's it. Okay. Friday, April 28th, 1989. The boy who fell. A boy is walking alone on the road deep within the forest. At the end of the road, deep inside the forest, the slope of sheer mountains is visible. On the slope are lots of lights glowing like human souls, like fireflies scattered about. A car goes by, carrying the boy toward the slope. He falls. I'm watching the scene. I walk down the slope and see many dead souls lying about. The wreckage of the fallen car. The boy is bleeding to death horribly. In the car, another man sits, decapitated. Somehow, I'm not scared. I'm just watching the disastrous situation very naturally, as if I were some ordinary scene in my life. Wow. Next page is 82. We see trees, a man with something on his face, and night sky with something I don't know. Let's see here. Saturday, May 6th, 1989, a red fruit dug out of the sand, a place where small bonsai-like trees have been planted in a ditch under this tree. The ground was soft and sandy. I'm digging in the sand, a red fruit the size of a plum pops out. The more I dig up the sand, the more red, round fruits come out. I'm so excited I keep digging in the sand, cradling the red fruits in one arm. The touch of the very soft, warm sand, the red fruit. Next is an illustration that shows us a classroom with some students inside it, and a turtle. Um, a teacher, maybe, I'm not really sure what's this, but maybe a girl with mustache, and some people doing some PE, physical education. I don't know what this is. Okay, Sunday, May 7th, 1989, The Turtle. A school, we are all doing exercises. We go back to our seats, a narrow auditorium classroom. We line up a single file and seat ourselves. When I get to my seat, I see a small turtle. Its shell is cracked as if it has fallen from somewhere. I find a container for this turtle and decide to keep it, but I'm worried that I won't be able to keep it for long. Next illustration, 86, shows two guys a table, meeting room table with chairs and an elephant for some reason. Let's see here. Friday, May 12th, 1989, the room of the captured elephant. I run into a room, there is a big elephant and a man. The elephant has been completely shoved in, so there is practically no space in the room. It looks like the man and the elephant are captured in this room together. All I notice are the wrinkles, the body hair of the elephant. The man is an elephant trainer. He can fully control the size of the elephant to be big or small. Fine, okay, I guess. Next illustration shows, is this a water nymph or a mermaid? Do you know? Some green skinned lady with black hair and a river of some kind. LSD, just leave the logic and your brain behind. Monday, June 26th, 1989, a swim in the river. A wide yet shallow river. It runs through the center of the town. We are swimming in the river as we were drifting. There are so many people while swimming together. We seem to be caught by the rapids. I'm not scared. There must be a waterfall, but I'm not scared. Okay? Next page is just the Japanese diary, so ignore 90 and 91. The next page is 92. We see a lady with orange short hair drawing a smile on the wall for some reason and sitting on a white chair. Okay, so far this is the most normal thing we saw in this dream diary. Let's read. Monday, July 10th, 1989. Putting on lipstick. Okay. I'm putting a red rouge on someone's lips with a lip brush. I'm lining the edge on the perfectly shaped lips, then filling inside very carefully. I think this is a woman. I can't see any other body parts but the lips. I can see the whitely powdered skin around the lips, but I can't detect the existence of any other parts, such as a nose, eyes, or a body. I'm trying my best to put rouge on the lips from somewhere up above. I hear the person's voice. You have to put it on much thicker, so or it will come off. Pushed by the voice, I keep filling in the rouge thicker and thicker, more and more carefully. Okay, someone has some madness with makeup. Next is 94th page. All I see is static. It's children, then book, then underground. I don't know what this is. Okay. So, page. Okay, here. Wednesday, September 26th, 7th, 1989. Burying a book. I'm burying a book into the deep dug ground. I'm doing this for education of children. No idea. Next page is 96th. We have a person in black with a house's window for a face, holding some kind of maybe bread or maybe amoeba, sitting on stairs. We have some other creatures nearby. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Let's see here. Wednesday, September 27th, 1989. Bizarre people. I'm exploring some world. It's a fantasy world. I know this place because I've seen it in a dream before, so it feels like I am re-experiencing a dream I once had. Going up the medieval-looking stone staircase, I see some bizarre people with the bodies of snakes and humans' heads standing around a square pond. They are all wearing hats with feathers ornaments. I like medieval aristocrats, clothed in woven vests and holding large goblets in their hands. I put big stones on their long bodies so they can't move. Then we walk back down to the bottom of the stone staircase. Okay. By the way, every time I'm looking at these things or reading it, my sanity is decreasing even more and more and more. I'm not even joking. I hope this game doesn't drain my sanity completely. This is number 98. All I see is just two buildings neighboring each other, I think, maybe. Let's see here. And also, we have now the National Geographic logo. Wednesday, October 4th, 1989, a daydream. A labyrinthian town, winding alleys intertwined like nerves. I am in one of the alleyways there. Sunlight comes in through a skylight. There's some spilled milk on the floor in the front of the refrigerator, reflecting in the sunlight. A strange cat comes and laps up the milk on the floor. I'm right next to the cat, watching the scene just like a daydream. Next one is in entrance of a rabbit. No idea what this is. Let's read. Wednesday, October 4th, 1989. Rabbit entrails. There are some rabbit entrails. Someone says they are really tasty. They look like a bunch of big dried livers. Someone else says to eat them after flipping the skin inside out. I picture a rabbit being skinned and taken apart. Strangely, the image is not at all graphic. Not a drop of blood spills. A concert without music. A play without actors. Next one is 102. We see something. Head with two ears standing on what looks like a bullet. The more I look at it, I can see some kind of a face and eyes. Let's see here. Friday, November 10th, 1989. Water Cat Temple. Huh? There's a big pond inside the house. I'm swimming in it and see a big bloated cat floating in the water. It's called Water Cat. We are very good friends. It's really soft and hugging it gives me a warm feeling. This cat can only be with me when I have my contact lenses out. He goes back to the water as soon as I put my contact lenses back in and can see well. I put my black outfit and jacket and go out. The town is full of juvenile delinquents. I ran into my old high school. It's located in a dense forest. I climb up the mossy wall and try to get in, but the grotesque demons keep me out. I'm running back and forth on the wall. Water Cat is following me. Water Cat and I jump off the wall and decide to go around to the main gate. The gate looks like a Buddhist temple. Someone opens the gate from the inside and tries to beckon to us. Once inside the gate, there is a temple-like place illuminated by dim candles. The gate, okay, once inside the gate, there's a temple-like place illuminated by dim candles and people in orange kimonos. Next page is 104. Two Horriboris. I see what looks like a safe or maybe a microwave and something inside it are living in that box. Okay, next page, read. This would be a little human, I think. Monday, January 16th, 1990. Cats coming home. This is very ugly for white text on yellow, pink, whatever this color is. My white cat and the calico cat came back to our new house. Both of the cats go upstairs into my parents' room. The calico cat is angry for having been abandoned. but at the same time, it seems very happy to be back. His feelings are all mixed up in his mind, and he is biting my dad's arm in excitement. It won't let go, so I want to grab a box of Kleenex to throw it at it to calm it down, but I can't move my body. I gathered my strength to try again, but I woke up instead. Okay. I'm back in the dream again. I tell my dad about the dream I just had, and we all decide to go pick up the cats. Four of us, my mom and dad, my older brother, and myself, get into the bus and return to our house in Gion. Then we find our white cat weak and curled up out where we hang the laundry. It seems to have made a nest-like place by collecting pieces of clothes from here and there. As we run towards it, it repeats in a very weak, sad, and mechanical voice, "So good to see you, so good to see you." The voice of the cat, which I heard for the first time, is so beautiful, and I'm overwhelmed. It seems like it had been tied up there by someone, and it looks so feeble. We come back to the new house hugging the cat ugly. I'm glad that this is just a dream. This is a nightmare. Next one is 106 River. All I see is either a bomb or a robotic hand. Let's see here. Thursday, March 29th, 1990, Wales. Wales? Kills on the march. The news has been spread in town that whales are going up the rivers to lay eggs. Whales are mammals. Lots of tips have been coming into the TV station from town cities who have seen the tail fins of the whales marching up rivers everywhere. These big black tail fins are really impressive. You can tell that these are gigantic whales just by looking at the fins going across the town and up the river together. But it's also strange that nothing but their tail fins can be seen. Since the rivers are so shallow, watching the live TV broadcast of the marsh in the river near my house, I rushed down the side. The marching whales' tails look just like the stage set. It's a very weird scene. You're the one to talk. Next two pages are just the Japanese diary that was translated and we already read it. Page 110. Lustful secret desires. A man with two big hands in a blue suit of some sort and some weird looking imagery. I'm not going to stay here for so long. This is just too weird to look at. Nothing phallic, mind you. Just weird. Monday, September 17th, 1990, S&M shows, so basically Degeneracy and Degenerates show. I turn on what might be a TV or stereo. Inside the room, without a picture tube, an image is projected. It's a woman with a brown hair laying down, wearing an obscene red dress and red stilettos heels. So basically bullshit. She is performing a sex scene with a guy in an odd futuristic costume. Both of them are getting off on touching weird places on her body, like the heels of her feet and the underside of her breasts. The whole mood is perverted. Maybe I'm just watching a porno flick. Frankly enough, red dress and heels are just disgusting. In my honest opinion and my own taste, are just disgusting and needless. If you are into this kind of trash, it's your call, really. But for me, it's just a disgusting scene. Next one is so many hits. I think these are cats. So many pairs. Lions? I don't know. I don't know. Let's read. We are now at 113, by the way. Check OBS. We have been reading for 1 hour and 19 minutes, and I don't even feel like we've been here that long. Which means the diary has captivated me. Saturday, October 6th, 1990, The Escape of the Lions, panoramic harbor. There are many ships docked there. Two lions, a father and a child, are being chased. The father lion is taken away somewhere. The cub, chased by a navy captain, runs around the harbor and falls into the sea. He survives and hides in a ship to search for his father. Further inside the harbor is a mountain trail leading to the entrance path, Tori, and the shrine. I can see the father lion being led beyond the stone pavement inside the grounds. A guard is blocking the way. Okay, next page is a lady with a frog on her chest in a one-piece swimsuit. The frog's face is blue and his hand is blue, and the lady's face is green and her hair is flying up. I don't understand what I'm looking at. See here. Tuesday, November 13th, 1990, catching a frog. Out above the town of Tiramashi, Sanjo. The street is a deep river. The water comes up to my chest. I'm totally immersed in the water. A big golden fish is laying near my foot. Like it's dead. My bare toes are touching the slippery skin of the fish, and it's really disgusting. There is a house by the river placing a fish tank on the river bank. I'm putting some fish and algae from the river in it. There are stores alongside the street, an old-fashioned black door. It looks as old as an Edo period merchant house. The door is firmly shut. I find a small frog and try to catch it. I'm squeezing its soft body, but the disgusting feeling woke me up. Even after I was awake, the feeling left in my hand scared me. You have too many lucid dreams. Next page is about a town. That's it. A town with lots of water. No, maybe this is a flood. Page number 117. We already went through half of the diary. Tuesday, February 5th, 1991. On Rushing River. I'm walking along an unpaved rocky road with someone. I can see the remains of a dried up riverbed on the road. We are trying to walk further up along the bank. Suddenly, the sound of a siren starts roaring from somewhere. Water starts gushing into the dead river from up above. The force of it is so strong, it even sprays up as standing on the bank, riding the floor. Youngsters on a dragon-shaped roller coaster like boat come toward us, screaming with excitement. Someone is... This is weird. Okay, next one is page 118. I have no idea how to describe this. Shapes of animals, maybe, with tubes, musical instruments, maybe. That's all I have. Let's see here. Wednesday, August 7th, 1991, a weird world inside a video. While watching a video, I find myself inside its world. There are unfamiliar, gigantic animals and flowers everywhere. They are colorful too. I feel like I'm lost in a world of animals and flowers, created with a Macintosh, square-shaped dinosaurs and gigantic flowers with dozens of layers of a strange petal. I see a mountain over there. It looks like they are all wandering around the mountain. Next page is 120. We see a guy having a smoke, sitting down in a bar, looks like area, with telephones and lots of clothes. Also, some things are hanging around. We see also an old server, I think, which is in a black China dress, I think, at least. Not sure. Let's read. Wednesday, August 7th, 1991. Unusual collective residence. I'm out with an older woman to see some unusual architecture. It's an apartment complex, and there are red and blue wicker baskets hanging inside the room. The combination of red and the blue baskets seems to be what makes this architecture unique. The red and the blue together looks something like modern art, but the room is already cluttered with the miscellany, and I can't move at all because of the laundry and the things everywhere. It seems that an old couple lives here. I'm just standing in the room, amazed by at the clutter. I can see a row of red and blue baskets in the room. Over in the other wing, the woman I'm with is walking around the room. I feel like there's no point in looking around here anymore, as I walk out of the scattered room after thinking. After thanking the old couple, I see the woman standing in the front of me. It's like a country yard where we come out of the building, and there is a small sunken public bath in the center. I can see the bathtubs in an open space beyond a small passage, barely large enough for a small child to squeeze through. I bend forward and peer through the small passage to see what it's like back there. Okay. 2 pages of Japanese diary, so skip them both. We see in page number 124 another naked woman, but looks like in a silk negligee, sleeping dress. Not really sure. Or is this just a ghost with black hair? I don't know. How many naked women will we see in this diary? Thursday, March 5th, 1992. Frail lives. I'm making lots of objects, dolls or something similar. Maybe machines. They are alive, extremely frail, painfully weak. It's like they are born having only a short time to live. They are white shaped like young girls, and their bodies grow wings like dragonflies. I don't know what this is anymore. Next up, we see in 126 lady in a kimono with a weird face, and I have no idea what else is there to describe. Let's read. Thursday, March 5th, 1992. Symmetrical twins. Huh? It looks like the old woman next door has gone crazy. She's forcing me to eat a big bowl with lots of rice grains stuck to it. My great grandmother has become symmetrical twins. She would usually help me, but not today. Okay, I take it. The next page here again shows more naked people and naked women, and I have no idea what I'm looking at anymore. Just ignore the page and go to read. All of this is just art, crazy art. So whatever goes, goes. Tuesday, June 2nd, 1992, the bus. I'm not censoring anything. This is just art. It's nonsensical. Nothing about it deserves censoring. I'm on the bus with a few women. They are young, but they all have to get off at assigned stops to be raped. That's their fate. They know how terrible it will be, but they are also making plans to meet up somewhere later on. I really don't understand. The first woman just got off at the bus stop where she will face her destiny. No comment. Just keep on. This is LSD, okay? This is LSD. Nothing makes sense. Nothing should make sense. So just keep moving. Told you nothing should make sense because this page doesn't make sense. Page number 130. All I see is just brush strikes and someone upside down. That's it. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Friday, April 9th, 1993, the execution. People are being brought to some kind of a filthy shack. Their clothes are filthy too. It seems to be winter outside. This place is supposed to be some kind of a concentration camp. A short Chinese guy who looks like a priest comes in and announces that they will be executed. He pulls up one of them in. I thought he would take him outside, but he pulls out a thick rope instead and starts winding it around the man's neck. Right there and then and there, the man begins being choked. It's me. The thick rope is choking my neck. Waves of terror are rushing on my entire body. Then I faint. I didn't see any men in the game. The next page is 132. We see a woman who is holding her kid who are in kimonos. The woman is in a purple kimono with a blue belt. The kid is in a red kimono with a brown and let's see what this color is. Brown and brighter brown belt. Both of them looks rather peaceful. Let's see here. Monday, May 24th, 1993. We are progressing through the years. Kyoto. I'm riding on a bus heading toward an imaginary Kyoto. Higashiyama, Sanjio. I want to go towards the Kawaramashi, but for some reason I got on the bus that takes the long way around. I got off at the entrance of to Higashiyama, Sanjio, and in the shopping arcade there is a store run by an old woman who makes dolls. The dolls he makes are seductive little girls of actual size. He is sitting at the entrance of the shop holding one of the dolls. So this is a guy who's making dolls, and this is not even a human, it's just a doll. As you wish, don't care. Don't care, your business. Don't care. This is the Japanese diary. Again, if it's just a doll, I don't care. Your business, your stuff. None of my business. Okay, page number 136 shows something. No more descriptions. We're almost there. Okay, Tuesday, June 21st, 1994. A head, 5 balls. A face of a boy like a big-headed dwarf is looming at his neck. Is a row of 5 balls. Characters for words like wisdom, virtue, and justice are written on the balls. They look somehow religious and frightening. Looking at these balls, I am asking myself if I can somehow use them in my next game. None of my business. We're almost there. The next page is 138. All I see is some things inside a cooking something. I don't know. Just keep on reading. Thursday, July 28th, 1994. Boiling arms. Oh. 2 men are carrying as a souvenir human arms that have just torn from somebody's. One of the arms is bent at the elbow. The family decides to go somewhere with their food. The kids who were sitting next to me remain behind, eating their meal from the top of the pushcart. The Arm has been stewed and looks very tasty. It's delicious because the meat is fresh. I told you this is LSD. So anything goes goes. Don't ask. This is just madness built on madness. Okay, page number 140. No comment. I don't know what this is. Okay, we are now at 141. Wednesday, September 7th, 1994. Orange Jello Lips. A palatial, luxurious place. A beautiful palace with wide corridors and chandeliers. On one of the corridor's walls is a pair of lips laughing soundlessly on the surface of a mass of orange jello-like substance. There's a big hole inside the smiling mouth, openings so wide I feel as if it were beckoning me to dive into it. On the orange body around the mouth are strange dots of green or yellow, making the body look like a poisonous mushroom. The lips seem to have been attached to the surface of the body as a form of punishment. Now I know what I'm looking at. Keep on going, just keep going. Okay, what do we have here? A fish of an oni, maybe? With 4 legs. That's all I can say. Lewis is the artist. Okay, 143, almost there. We are by the last quarter of the diary. Saturday, November 1994, gaming experience. Inside a big athletic hall, there is an enormous swimming pool. It's not filled with water, but with some kind of soft air-like stuff that would let me play around in zero gravity. I can experience games there like a virtual reality. I have to find penguins there. The idea of playing a game in such a huge space is exciting. Next. Little Japanese manga. What is this thing? Tail? Hold it. I'm going to translate this. This has to be translated. Sorry, but this has to be translated. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. It says heartwarming animal is the manga Ino-chan Takeshi Kato. Okay. Usually comics are read from right to left. So let's see. Slip. Okay. It's love, Minas, it's cute, Dog-chan. Something, skating is fun, it's dark. Okay, let's see here. Outside road. Okay. Somehow I saw Kyoto. Dreamed about it before. Really? What happened? What happened at Coco? Yeah, coffee. Pardon me, this manga is nonsensical. This manga is completely nonsensical. As if anything is in this game. Sorry to bother you, but this manga is really nonsensical. Okay, let's see here the quick translation. Monday, April 10th, 1994, 95th, skating rink, the dark side of a dream town. A skating rink near the drive-in where it's always dark, day or night. I see Kyoko Koizumi there skating with her boyfriend. I'm skating while crouching and holding my ankles with my hands. The feeling of skating is unbelievably real. Then looking over to the coffee shop by the drink, I realize that there is the usual place of my dreams. If I go straight on the road outside, there will be the grounds of the shrine I went to that time, and a Japanese restaurant I didn't go into last time. Yet the Kyoto of my dreams has been going through some changes lately. It's becoming more and more like a modern city, although the mysterious and the scary impression still remains the same. It's like a town of darkness. It's always entering new dreamscapes, feeling the closeness of a dream place I've been before. Maybe this is the start of the flashbacks. The next page is 146. We see a squid like something because it doesn't have eight arms with a funny looking face and anime eyes. We see it eating foam from a washing machine, a sink overflowing with water. I don't know what this is. Let's see here. Tuesday, May 30, 1995. Keeping a strange creature. You're done talking. On top of the washing machine, there's a strange looking worm like, squid like, octopus like creature with lots of slimy legs. Come to think of it, maybe this thing has always been there by the faucet of the washing machine. As I run the water in the sink by the washing machine, the creature slimes over towards the sink as if it was attracted to the water. It's disgusting, but there's nothing I can do about it. But when I sprinkle water on it, it twists its body as if it was sick. I want to shove the thing down back into the washing machine, but it's not working. I keep splashing water on it. It falls between the sink and the washing machine and the slimes around down there. Oh, great. I don't know what I just read. Next page is 148. Body, head. I don't know what this thing is, but looks like a casket open with some madness coming out of it. Okay, we're almost there. Tuesday, June 6th, 1995, a day full of dead bodies. A house in Gion. There are few dead bodies about. One has no head, others are seriously maimed. My mother and some friends have their hands in the coffins and are sewing up wounds and reattaching the severed bodies. The severed heads with the needles and threads. They are working calmly as if it's were housework. At a sunny church across the street, a priest is holding a little girl, and trying to bring her to the church. There are bodies of children playing in the recesses of the church. Whatever. Continue on. We see in 150 a blonde guy with glasses, broken nose, pink lips, in a red suit, having some butterflies fly around him, and his blown up head with some kind of things around him. Let's see here. Monday, September 4th, 1995, a violent town, a headless man. There is a man who has more than half his head chopped off. With his wife, he's looking for the criminal who did it to him. I'm impressed to see how a man can walk around and talk even with his head wide open and without his brain. He says to me that the spinal cord is all he needs. That kind of makes sense, I guess, and yet everything is so bloody with someone else. I'm holding down on an effeminate yet masculine human. She won't stop moving around a vent, though. I hold down both of her wrists. Maybe she is so powerful because her body has been possessed by some kind of a monster. I tie her arms together, bring the rope around her back, and connect it to her bound ankles. She shouldn't be able to move now. Why I'm holding her down, I have no idea. Is it because I am a malevolent? It's a violent town. Next page. It's just a Japanese diary, which means skip 2 pages. Next page is 154. We are almost there. Hold on tight. We see mushrooms, lots of mushrooms, and that's it. Next up, Monday, March 4th, 1996, an old dream, a road of poisonous mushrooms. Walking up the road toward the main gate of Cheon-in Temple, I come across thousands of gigantic poisonous mushrooms, which are taller than me, taller than I am. These mushrooms are very repulsive. Vivid colors are like rafflesia, but are also rather comical. I like something. Something out of a Disney movie. They are everywhere along the road to the main gate, and I keep walking on this weird road. And I remember that this was the dream I always had in elementary school whenever I had high fever. Bingo! The diary owner is under a fever dream. Okay, page number 156 is about... No idea. No idea. No idea. But very short entry. Let's see here. Tuesday, April 2nd, 1996. Decapitation. A woman is being decapitated, a very clean cut. That's it. Next page. Number 158 shows three men, hello, fire, something. Let's see here. Wednesday, May 22nd, 1996, a floating house. Her new house is a modern building of iron, metal, and concrete. It's floating in a place like a hotel lobby. There is a bellboy standing in the lobby, keeping an eye on the coming and goings of the guests. The house itself is an egg-shaped, and I can't see the whole thing from down below. There is an iron ladder hanging down from the floor of the floating house. So that's how I get into the egg-shaped house. The inside of the house is much bigger than it looks from outside. Then someone who seems like a serial killer comes into the house, and I'm in a big trouble. But I forget all the details after that. Next, page 160 makes 36 pages left. Okay, we have some kind of a tree, some kind of a food, that's it. This will be an empty one. Thursday, May 30th, 1996. Sin Lin Su's blue room multiplies. Her name was something like Sin Lin Su, a Korean name. I visited her room. Her room is blue and circular. The room continuously grows by multiplying itself upwards. I think she has been dead for a long time. Her room was left behind, but construction is still in progress. As she wished, on each of the circle, the round-shaped walls are small windows in which various works of modern art have been placed. People who look like curators are inside the room to provide the explanations of the artworks. They are works of artists I have heard of. This blue room is full of such things. Orange lights in a small window are turned on in regular patterns, making it look like a cemetery on an ocean floor. It's quite long. I think maybe this is the reference for the dying lady in the main spawn point. I don't know. Okay, almost there. Page number 162. We see an upside down person and some devil smiling. That's all I can describe. This would be a short one. See here. Wednesday, August 19th, 1996, a massive woman and a midget. Okay? Inside another this room, there are many people, like in a classroom. The room is over-decorated. A massive woman stands at the bay window. Her midget boyfriend pinned in a scissors hold in a scissors hold under her big skirt, pressed between her legs. He dries to a thin piece of meat and falls to the floor. People around him are totally ignoring this. No comment. Page number 164 shows many stamps with 4 characteristics. 4 humanoid characters. Okay, next up. Monday, August 26, 1996. A hill with stone faces. I'm on a hill where square stones are regularly lined up, like the statue of Moya on Easter Island. There are human eyes, nose, and mouth on each of the stones. These faces are alive and talking, shouting and shaking themselves. They just can't move from where they are. Okay, next page. I hope we can finish a little bit faster because I am myself getting tired. Page 166 just shows some art, is all I can say. Some art that makes me dizzy. This is a quick one. Also, Friday, October 25th, 1996, a skeleton. There's a skeleton and then some strange things, and I forgot what happened after that. Fine, get moving. We have a blank page at 168. Okay, the entry here is says Monday, December 3rd, 1996. The dream of map editing. I'm dreaming of piecing together parts of bridges and the roads to edit my own path I'm going to take. As you wish. Page number 170 shows something. This one is a lengthy entry. Tuesday, December 17th, 1996, Emon, Cedar, and a cow swallowing monster. I'm in the outskirts of Kyoto again, and the small town is in ruins. Near a car heading home is what looks like a large temple. Through the big main gate of the temple, I enter the nighttime grounds. On the top of the water pump is a tree coiled up upon itself. Extending past the outer gate is a large branch reaching out and up. There is not a single leaf on the branches. It's an Emon cedar or something like that. I lie down there and gaze up at its powerful curves. A wonderful, strange tree. I leave the grounds and see the monstrosity, grotesque cat-like creature toying with a cow, occasionally swallowing the cow's head and clanking its teeth together. It soaks the cow in saliva before releasing it again. Very bizarre, but perhaps it's the creature's way of showing affection, since it doesn't seem to be harming the cow. I know it sounds weird. Then, sitting at the desk somewhere, the Emon Cedar dream suddenly comes back to me, and I think to myself that I have to write it down. I'm really pleased with what I put down. Then I woke up and realized that I hadn't written anything. I felt like I've lost something. Next page is 172, almost 20 pages left. We're almost there, almost done. We see too many weird looking faces smiling at us, that's all I can say. I need a break from this game. Friday, January 3rd, 1997, architectural stones, statue become running monsters. Stone gargoyle attached to an old yet modern building comes alive and starts moving. Monsters that look like something that Shota Itu would create. Pigs and other creatures are all given life and start running very quickly up the walls to the building like wild animals racing across a grassy plain. I'm watching this scene up close from the right next to the walls. The spectacular camera angle is like something out of a movie, but I'm not moved. Next up is skipping 2 pages because they are just Japanese diary that we already read as is. Reaching page number 176. We're almost there for it now. Exactly 20 pages left. We see just Japanese written in hiragana, maybe, or maybe in kanji, I don't know, on some kind of a pillar. That's it. Let's quickly check this entry here. Sunday, August 24th, 1997. A horse wearing sneakers. It looks like I'm back in Kyoto. I'm pressing in the front of someone's house, and there's a big black horse living on the side of the house. The horse has a human-like character and sometimes says things. I go back there after a while, and he's really enjoying wearing a couple of pairs of sneakers he got from someone. Horse's legs must get very tired. It seems to be his opinion that he wouldn't take it without wearing sneakers or something. As you wish. No comment. Page number 178 shows a ship with tentacles around it. Is this the sunken ship in the game? Perhaps. Also, I can see right now the face of the octopus, maybe, with some whales going outside of its head. This is a lengthy entry. Thursday, October 16th, 1997. Living ship with tentacles. Pardon? I'm drifting in the sea, somewhere in the Sea of Japan. The waves are nothing, so I guess I'm somewhere inside a bay close to land. I see a square-shaped pier floating right in the middle of the sea with no lands in sight. Now I'm standing by the seashore. There is a ship with lots of tentacles placed on the shore, tentacles like those of an octopus. It looks like those tentacles growing from the ship's body are propelling it forward. The ship is made of altered parts of some creature. I'm gazing at the ship, amazed at the creature can be used in this way. I feel no pity for such an inhuman treatment. These tentacles are apparently made of mollusk feet and alive. They are trying to shove themselves into the wet sand of the beach and to absorb as much moisture as possible. It looks like this creature cannot survive without moisture. I'm just looking at it without emotion, thinking it looks like the space alien which will appear in the next game. I'm wondering if in the dream, why I don't have any strong feelings toward this scene. Oh my god. Okay, next page is 180. In 26th November 1997, we see just something flying in the sky and a deserted area. Maybe this is the one that inspired the UFOs in the desert, not sure. This is another quick entry. Thursday, November 26th, 1997, the sky with a floating cube and a dining table. I gaze up at the sky and see glowing square cube moving in a slow motion. The sky appears very close. Looking up from directly under the cube, I can see through its clear, transparent sides. The insides, many dark human silhouettes are hurrying about. It looks like a UFO or something. Next page shows us dice soldiers, I think, castle, something. I can't really know what this thing is. Maybe dominoes, maybe dice, I don't know. This was a mid-sized entry, almost there. Monday, January 12th, 1998, skewering square soldiers. A dream about going to battle. All of my soldiers look like domino pieces. They are brown and feel rubbery or spongy. Then, when these square soldiers come up to me in information, I send them off 5 at a time, skewered together through their heads. It doesn't feel too good to skewer them in the head, even though they look like dominoes. Yet this feeling fades as I repeat the process. Finally, I'm completely numb. I wonder who are they We are fighting. Next one is currently the most logical one, almost. Page 184. We see a kid sleeping with some kind of plushie. That's it. This is a lengthy entry. Monday, February 2nd, 1998, sleeping with a stuffed dog. The big dog walks toward me. It seems I've been neglected. His body is as big as a bear, and he looks unfriendly. I am walking holding a little boy who's supposed to be my younger brother, and this dog is our guide. I noticed that we are in the forest. It's night, and the dog starts digging a hole in the ground, a very, very big hole. After finishing the digging the hole, the dog takes my brother in his mouth, goes to the hole, and throws dirt on my brother's back to keep him warm. I join them in the hole and try to stay warm. Lying there, I look at the dog's face and realize that he is a stuffed toy. There is stitching all over his big face. It's a stuffed dog. I think to myself, but I'm not surprised. Feeling protected by this big dog, I fall asleep in the hole. No comment. Just read. Next page is 186. Only 10 pages left, and we see a face with one red eye, one green eye, and I don't know anymore. Don't think, just move on. A very short entry. Wednesday, June 3rd, 1998, The Prophet. I dream about someone seeing a vision of the end of the world and who cannot escape from this vision. The person seeing the vision is a female prophet. That's it. Next entry is page 188. We see I have no idea how to describe this. People in I don't know. I don't know. Just move on. This is a lengthy entry. Monday, June 8th, 1998. Plugging and plug up the assets of the game characters. In order to position the characters scattered about the streets of the game onto the game stage, it seems I have to feed them data by plugging a thin plug up their assets. A miniature character that have been shrunk to the size that fits in the palm of my hand. These characters are all the size of a doll, but are actually alive, moving about on their own until I feed them their data through the plug up their assets. They don't stop their random movements. I grab each one of them, running around or trying to escape from the game stage, and stick the plug up their assets to input the data. It's similar to identifying the sex of baby chicks. Not that I have ever done that before. Okay, next pages are skipped because they are the Japanese audit. This one, My Dream Diary, Hiroko Nishikawa. Maybe because only 6 pages left. So we have a very big page to read. It's been more than 10 years since I began keeping a dream diary. I get to see these wild visions every night, but I can't tape them on a VCR, so I decided to keep a record of them in words. I might remain something of a hobby into my old age. I started keeping the diary on a whim, but as I kept at it, I recognized the existence of recurring locations, and the dream became more and more intricate, like a series of short stories. Either that or my ability to remember dreams improved. Every day, seeing the same dreams or different ones, places I recognized or those I don't, becoming different people or things, a carnival of images created by the brain. All you have to do is fall asleep to see them. A lot of people go about their lives without knowing of such simple pleasures. So anyway, the record of the dreams I've been enjoying by myself somehow became the project one day. And now we have finished the product for the PlayStation called LSD. Dreaming is similar to walking around in an unknown world. Things might happen, but then again, it might end up without anything happening at all. I think the game is close to these dreams experiences. At the same time, we have this wonderful book called Lovely Sweet Dreams. Various artists gave shape to these formless dreams. There is a difference between actual dreams and remembering dreams. Even the ones recorded in my dream diary are different from the real thing. The dreams are reconstructed by the artists who wrote them are different as well as those are what are presented here. This is not just an ordinary dream diary, but it is an entirely new dreamscape. Don't try to analyze them or read too much into them. Just enjoy the book as if walking through a dream, because you will go insane. Next page is 192, shows us just the same in three words. In life, the sensual dreams. In lunacy, the savage dreams. In leisure, the sonorous dreams. In Logan, a symbolic dream. In limbo, silent dream. In laughter, a spiritual dream. And page number 194 shows me just the credits, then the cover, and then we're done. So yeah, this took from us literally 2 hours and 5 minutes to finish it off all. This will be it for today's session. I'm not even joking. With that being said, I thank very much anyone who remained up with us, up to date, throughout all of this madness that we just saw and read. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the beasts of Delta Empire and everyone from the Discord server. Free YouTube friends by name, peace be upon. From the Side Gaming, PSone Gaming, amongst those, Marcus, Metacrest31, Mark ICYY, Rogue Agent Rodan, Clyfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Sagatokal 85, President Arfarel, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express YT, Sparfine 28, Saba Underscore, and Tursko. This has been with you, your host, Invisible the Non-Existent, hidden from your eyes in the sense of your hearts, and this has been with you, the special entry for Project Let's Play LSD Dream Emulator on the PlayStation 1. Till next time, when we will be continuing on hopefully with the gameplay, whenever that will be. Make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in a merciless, unforgiving, unreal world. Anything can happen. Make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know when you need help or where to come from. Make sure to give credit and gratitude for the review. Unless they are a copyright claim, in which case, shove it up your behind. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for their favors for you than it is to give flowers for the greatest of the dead. Till next time, wherever that will be, Invisible, the non-existent, with you sign out. I have been talking for the past 2 hours and 7 minutes. I need to drink some water and give my vocal cords some break. Till next time, whenever that will be, take care. Start the stream, we're done.